Hey, hey. Let's try this again. Just dodged the bullet. Didn't notice my mic was off. Windows been giving me problems again. OBS did an update. So you never know what's going to happen with that. Looks like it's working though. Yes, Abernathy, I remember where we left off. Let's see, right up here there's a broken open safe with, I think, 10mm rounds in it. Oh. These guys are a bitch. Where you at? Oh, we don't need that. So that's great. It despawned. I don't get to get my bloat meat. Is that safe down there? And there we go. I know it was up here somewhere, and it's empty. What is that from? I'm not even gonna look for that other bloat meat. Purified water. Is this thing on? I don't see it streaming. It's not showing up over here. What the hell is going on? Okay, now it's showing up. Silly me. Would have thought I would have had to refresh. Okay. So this is not a settlement of ours yet, and we're like a level 35-ish.
I'll get around to it.
You always say that. I'll get around to it. What are you waiting for exactly?
For you to quit nagging me about it, that's what.
For you to quit nagging me about it. Yeah, quit nagging the poor dude. Works hard enough.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
It's okay. I'm friendly. Not looking to cause any trouble.
If you say so, but be warned, we're armed here, so don't try anything. Let me tell you, farming ain't easy. Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
Tell me about it. I don't know. Ask a question.
What kind of crops do you grow here?
Mostly potatoes so far, but we're starting on melons. Blake Abernathy. You new to the Commonwealth?
Yes.
Sort of.
And no. It's a long story.
Either way, good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
What do you need to start up a farm?
Well, my father would have told you it's the 3 L's. Land, labor, and love. You gotta have land to work, you gotta put in a full day's labor, and you gotta love what you do. Anyone who doesn't ain't gonna last long. Word of advice, though. If you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Yeah.
What about the Minutemen? If you join up, we can all help each other against the raiders.
You don't say. I thought the Minutemen were all gone. Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. So you can understand why I'm glad to hear the Minutemen are back. Although, a bit too late for my Mary.
There's nothing worse than losing a child. Believe me, I know.
I'm sorry to hear you say so. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too.
All right.
It's been in Connie's family for generations.
The locket
If you could get
thing.
it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
Yeah, I've been there once already.
Don't worry. I'll get that locket back for you.
Good. Connie feels like it's a part of Mary. I don't think she'll rest easy again as long as it's gone.
I don't remember why we went there last time. This playthrough. There was a
If I had to guess,
mission.
satellite station's northeast somewhere. At least that's the direction we headed when we left.
Maybe it was the railroad that sent me there? Maybe it was another settlement that told me there were raiders there that needed to be cleared out because they were raiding them. I'm uncertain, but I already had one mission send me there. Okay, that's it. Well, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Oh, hello, doggy. If I don't shoot you now, you're just gonna come bite me in the ass later. Oh, what a pitiful screech. What kind of hell you been raising over here? Oh, I thought these were dead Brahmin. Just red cars. Okay, so that's someone at the satellite array fighting mole rats or wild dogs. So I'll just let the wild dogs soften them up. Oh, geez. I don't know where the hell those mole rats with mole rat suiciders. Really? Mole rat suiciders. When did that become part of the game? I know, it's not the first time I've seen them, but... Oh, jeez. My dog jumped off the bed. That means he needs to go outside. He's doing his pee-pee dance, so let me do a save. I said do a save. There we go. I guess I'll put up my break screen for this. This shouldn't take more than maybe 5 to 10, probably not 10. Okay, I am back. Sorry for the absence. But when the doggy's doing his pee-pee dance, you gotta go. Okay. Starting to get a little chilly. Yeah, Lockett, Abernathy. And there was a raider that was just aggroing on me. Oh, up there. Yeah, isn't it? I don't know. I have no perks in rifle. 0. Come on, show me your head. Show me your head. If we get any closer, I might as well use my pistol. It's a long-range pistol. Compared to a rifle, it's not long range, but... Gotcha. Yeah. Fake jump scare. I'll tell you what. How'd you like that? Still up there? Okay.
Peekaboo!
Yeah, you guys are always saying that. What not to do? Stick a screwdriver in a toaster when it's plugged in.
It's called shooting straight, rookie.
You know, no one's even shooting. So. Oh, someone's shooting.
Why don't you...
Stay still. Scared? Shoot you through the concrete? I thought if I reloaded that would pull up a dev shenanigan.
You gotta reload sometime, ass... Oh!
Haha, one shot. You're using a shotgun from that distance? Come on, you gotta do better than that. Didn't even look like a combat shotgun, so it had even worse range and accuracy. This is just a little preliminary something or other. I'll take the leather. Microfusion cell. Well, shouldn't that have been shotgun shells? That's what she was using. So now I'm a little bit uncertain about the layout of this place. It's not the place I thought it would. Oh. Maybe it is. No, I was thinking it was a different one, but... I like to do saves before load screens. Bright light. Oh, hello. Gotta be blind to miss that. Or a lot of people just race everywhere they go. Is that doable? That's not doable. I was thinking that this was the National Stockpile. That place that just has shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves and shelves just full of all kinds of food. I don't know. Let's open this.
Charity's too good.
Oh, that's right. And that's something else I've refused to do this round is for whatever reason, no perks in lockpicking, no perks in computer hacking, no perks in sneaking, no perks in any of the weapons other than demolition, single shot pistols, non-automatic pistols. Oh, I remember this now. We'll go find the past. Geez, I don't know if I needed to put 2 in her or not. No. Here, doggy, doggy, doggy. Oh, I hear it behind me, but that's a dev shenanigan. Oh, doggo needs a lift up onto the bed. And if he wants to get on the bed, I want him up there. Because when he's on the bed, he's not in trouble. Jump, jump up. Oh. He's too old to get him on. Oh, jeez, I'm getting dead here. I'm getting dead here. I should have put it on pause, huh? You'd think I was born on October 1st or something.
Someone there?
No. Meow. Just had to try it.
Nothing there now.
I was standing way too close, but
Yeah,
a lot of times red containers blow up
gotta cut down on the
and do an environmental kill. You know, put a little challenge into it. Where are you guys all at? You killed him! Yeah, looks like I'm one-shotting these dudes. It's just a force of habit to double tap. That's the thing. You get used to doing the double tap. It's really what you want to do anyway. Yeah, you get in a good habit so that when you know, the shit hits the fan, you will react habitually. You won't think about what you're doing. You will just do what's your habit. That was too far.
Yes.
I suppose that's a good lesson for real life as well as in game. Oh, dark in here. Oh, geez, yeah, you did too much. Too much. You're spreading me out. I haven't finished checking out down here yet, and you're already showing me all this. Okay. As long as they end up in... This is too funny. What, you cut your hands off, dude, so you can get those off? Maybe you could have just cut one off? I'm sorry, but I don't think I'd cut a hand off to get off a set of bracelets like that. You probably could have cut your thumb off and got the bracelet off if you had to cut something off. I don't know, I think I would have just gotten a rock and banged on that thing until it finally came off. It eventually will come off. Get a hard enough rock and bang on it long enough, it'll come off. Okay, this is the way I did not come. So I just went around in a circle. Oh boy. Is that what happened? That's not good. That can't be good. Yeah, we gotta get in there. We were just in there. What? Oh, that's right. There was a spot in here that we'd never finished. Not in there. Downstairs here. Oh, I guess we're not going that way. Make sure we didn't complete this room. Another terminal. Doesn't look like any of this does anything. Oh, connecting to something? Really? Guess not. Ack. Here, catch. Nice catch. Dude, how those long johns work out for you? Good armor? better finish this room. Well, there's our objective. And I think I might eventually take perks in big guns. Missile launcher. I think missile launcher is in the category of big gun. A little uncertain. Miniguns I'm not a big fan of. They're very slow to get your first shot off. And they use so many rounds. And you gotta hold them on target. Meanwhile, your target's dancing all over the place and you're just waving around all over the place trying to stay on target. You miss half your shots. Not a fan. You know, one thing I've been looking for and noticing, I'm not finding any, is gas on the floor. I thought I was...
Sweet.
I heard the chirping of rad roaches back in here. These little bastards. These guys that do these no-hit runs, I don't know how you can avoid not ever being hit
Nice.
by either a rad roach, a blood bug, or a bloatfly, or a mole rat. Well, I just don't. I suppose if you use VATS, I try to never use VATS. Now, I didn't notice if we... What the heck? Oh, Intel room key. There we go. I was just about to say, I don't think I noticed picking up the password or the key for that room. I knew we were supposed to find it somewhere along these encounters. What was that? Is that the helmet? You gonna give me the helmet? I hear ya. I hear ya. Okay, you can stop clicking now. Okay. Missed that the first time through. Oh, and we didn't come in here. Somehow I'm going to take that pencil and make a bullet out of it. There's a... oh, I don't know what to call it. A thing. Take a picture, a screenshot, of every posed teddy bear, because they really go all out trying to come up with unique poses for these teddy bears. There are so many of them, and some of them are just so hilarious. Okay, we came in this way and then we turned in here. So right over here is that room we're looking for, right? Right? Where's that room we're looking for? Is it upstairs? Yeah, we walked right by that last time. Where was that room? The intel room. Yikes. I'm going through this again. Okay, the bathroom. This brings me back to the start. There we go. And we missed that the first time. I always wonder when I come back and find stuff like that if it's already slowly starting to respawn its junk.
Almost it's locked.
I think that's just my excuse for making myself believe I wasn't dumb and blind enough to miss it the first time.
Yes.
Yes. Now that's a series of mags that doesn't appear to work. And I'm okay with that. I didn't purposefully add them to the game. Well, I probably did, but I didn't know that was part of what I did. Yeah, that was a little heavy-handed.
Got it.
Patriot's Cookbook. Explosives do 10% more damage? Yeah. See, that's not 2%. And it's definitely not 5%, but it's definitely 10% is a lot. Especially when you find 3 of them. Let me just take another look in this room, because we're not coming back. Well, not this time around. We probably will end up coming back. Somebody will send us here. I don't remember how to get out of here. Exit. Really? Yes, really. Auto saving, okay. Abernathy, let's go. I'll have to start up a supply chain.
Here for work? We can...
Any luck finding that locket?
I've got that locket back for you.
You serious? That's great news. Connie's gonna be speechless. Whatever the Minutemen need, you can count on us. We got a decent workshop here, and Connie's sure to go leaner on her prices after what you've done.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Sure.
Not really. Does she have any caps? Oh, I'm trading a few things. Okay, I thought I was bartering. $25 Brahmin milk, huh? What a goof, I thought that was my cat. Hi, Maisie. Only one playthrough. One of these cats got killed up here on the deck and I was mortified. Someone told me there's even a mod to stop that or to drastically reduce the chance. Okay, so kind of what I do when I get a settlement. Is first empty out their workshop of anything that's not junk. I'm told the more stuff that's inside the workshop that is not junk helps attract raider, mutant, whatever attacks. And then I set up a supply line. So I can go in there and build like crazy. Anybody using the shower yet? And this is where I keep most of my stuff. Okay, there's nothing. Oh, a clean broom. See, I'm looking for clean stuff. And then coffee pot. Oh, coffee tin. Yeah, leave that in there. There's something that wants to build with that. What's that? Oh, Let's see who's calling. Gail Hubley. Excuse me, I have to take this call. Gotta shut the mic off. Okay. That was another prospective tenant, so I had to take the call. We're going to be very busy with phone calls and emails and showings and until we finally come up with a winner. So C, we did. The next is Peep. I'm looking for pens. No pens. And our next stop is PR, pre-war money. See, if you leave, anything you leave in the junk is fair game to get scrapped for building. And most people don't look at what's being scrapped every time they build, every little thing. You could be scrapping something that you would prefer to use for another purpose. So I pull those things out. Sealed Wonder Glue. Yes. Anything that's new, unused, pre-war is the kind of stuff that I try to pull out of here. And stuff that builds specific items. QRSTU. Untarnished. Unrusted. And that's about it. Yeah, I'll tell you what's useless. And I store it in here. Junk. Weapons, No, the weapons are over here. And I'm looking for a short shotgun. Short double-barreled shotgun. Really, that's all I've got? Is 6 of these? Really? I thought I had about 48 of these. Must have been a previous playthrough. Just one. Let's look at the map. So what makes the most amount of sense is to make the shortest. I don't know why that even matters, but this seems to me the shortest route. And I don't want all these people connected to Sanctuary. I try not to have too many connections to any one place. But Red Rocket to Abernathy just seems like a no-brainer. So I will move somebody to Abernathy. Oh, I've got 5 of them on me. I should have checked first. Oops. That's how I like to do it. There's another streamer who taught me how to do that. And I adopted it because I thought it was a great idea. And let's see, there's one more other thing I got to do. I got to make the uniform. Oh, no, we got to make this as well. I'd like to give them this. And this. And find somebody that's farming. It's probably a little bit too late at night to pick someone who is farming. So...
Seems to be growing well.
The other day I went to plant a potato and I had none in my inventory. And I thought I had over 100. So every once in a while I pick all the potatoes here. We're about to go do a phase 1 build project over at Abernathy. And part of phase 1 is always making sure there's plenty of food in the garden. Although they're set up really
I need to
good.
assign someone to this.
That's okay. We got something like over 100 food being picked here. So we don't need to assign. It's basically extra. Extra. I don't think it's good to have settlers that don't have jobs. I've been told that all settlers want a job to be happy. I guess it would count against unhappiness if they did not have a job. I'm pretty sure you could have nobody with a job and you wouldn't lose your settlers. Oh, hey, let's check something out here. Let's see. Workshops. What's that place way down there that I'm ignoring? There's two places. Hangman's Alley is one. That's right. Two people there. There's only two people there. But look at zero food. Oh, three. Okay. I'm doing an experiment to see if I can get people to move out. Jamaica Plains. Yeah, zero food, zero water, just one bed. And what's the happiness there? Happiness is 5. Ah. They tell me when it gets below 20, they'll start to move out. So since it's not politically incorrect, what we are in this game is we are racist against ghouls. Just the ghouls. And so I send all my ghouls there, and I've been trying to see if they would move out. Although I don't remember how many I sent here. I don't know. I don't know if they've been moving out. Eventually, I'll start sending them over to the slog, but I haven't activated that. And eventually, I'll fill up my quota of settlers at the slog. So, well, I guess... Looks like daylight's coming up. And I don't want to get caught in this building when all these people wake up, because they'll stand in the door. And the only way for me to get out would be to fast travel. Okay, she's assigned to food, but I like what she's wearing. It's unique. She came that way. Her too. Okay, we can do you. You're assigned to food. So, first thing we have to do
Just looking to trade a little.
is trade with her.
Okay.
Get her all geared up and get her in the proper uniform. Weapons. Abernathy Red Rocket, there you go. Apparel, you get one of these, and all of this. And you need some rounds or shells. Oh, I need to store that money. I've been giving them all 4. You only need to give them 1, but I give them all 4. So, use that, give me that. Put that on, that on, that on, that on, that on, that on, that. And I'm afraid to take anything with a 0. Somehow it can glitch. It can get ugly. I'm afraid to take it. I try to take it, but I had a real bad experience. Like, it let me take it like 50 times and kept letting me take it and kept letting me take it, and it was goofy. And then all of a sudden I weighed like either 1 billion or 1 trillion pounds. It was just not, I broke the game, so I don't like to touch that. It's just that scares me right there.
Why bother with that?
Okay, you guys just all shut the fuck up. Go back to bed, please. Okay, so we move her to Abernathy. That's the name of her gun, Abernathy. And tell her to supply Red Rocket. What? Did I get that wrong? Yeah, I got that wrong. I picked Red Rocket, didn't I? You moron. Okay, move. To Abernathy. Yeah, what's up with that? What did just happen? What's happening here? There's Red Rocket. So she's already been told to move to Abernathy. Because Abernathy is no longer on the list. That's how you know. Or Abernathy has its quota full, and that's just not the case. So, supply, Red Rocket. Okay, there it is. I don't know if I was missing it. I don't know what the heck was going on. And she's now assigned. There you go. There you go. So now I can go to Abernathy. And I can build and build and
Someday,
build.
super mutants kill everything.
Yeah, good luck with that. But first, let's unload a few things. Come on, come on. No, come on, come on. You're bagging me here. Okay. Some of these show up in aid. The ones that I don't think that are working. The police stories. I picked up a police stories. It gave me 10% more explosive damage. Well, I don't see it. Oh, the Patriots Cookbook. That was it. Oh, and True Police Stories. 10% critical. I get it. Okay. But the real ones are under miscellaneous. Did I pick any up? Yes, I did. Oh, I have to do this. Let's do it now. Where was that going to be? Miscellaneous. This is what was making my showers. So if I have to set any settings to that, configure the camera.
Accessing custom camera options.
Oh boy. This option will give you better camera control in CWSS amenities without the need to change your INI files. Oh good, because I ain't changing any INI files. I'm not sophisticated enough to know how to do that yet. It will help the third-person camera distance consistent and prevent it from clipping into your character's head. Okay. Enable this option only if you do not have custom camera settings configured in your game INI file. Well, I didn't do it, so I will enable it.
Option enabled.
Configure auto undressing.
Accessing auto undressing options.
This is too unfunny. So they're going to undress on the toilet? Well, I've got the never nude setting set, so they'll just end up being in their underwear. But it makes it
Option enabled.
more immersive. I mean, who sits on the toilet without their pants pulled down to their knees? All body slots? Configure soap suds. Wow.
Accessing soap suds effect. Configuration options.
This operation turns the soap suds washing effect when using showers and baths. Well, I don't think I want to disable the soap suds. The idea is the immersion of these people are cleaning. I've got a separate mod that makes their faces clean. No more scum and dirt on their faces, so this is a good thing. Configure dirt effect. Oh, I don't want this to conflict with the other.
Accessing dirt effect. Configuration options.
Oh, the shower and bath effect wear off. The effect is applied in 3 stages, corresponding to the 3 taper stages of the buff spell. Enable dirt effect. No, I don't want any dirt on these people. There was a mod like that for taking baths in Skyrim, and it got to be such a drag. It was fun at first. You had to keep a bar of soap on you or some kind of ingredients that would make a bar of soap, and you had to stand in some water, and it would take off all your armor, and you get clean, and then you would slowly get dirty again, and it would start to have negative effects on some of your stats until you got clean again. And, it was fun at first, but eventually it just got to be too much of a grind. So if they take a bath and they're clean forever, I don't care. I don't want to see dirt on them. I don't care how often they take a shower. Configure facial animations.
Accessing
Really?
face animation options.
Configure player face animation. Configure NPC face animation. Well, let's start with the... Oh, player? That's me. Let's do the NPCs.
Accessing NPC face animation options.
Really? So they're all going to have the same face. What's the difference? I wonder. Friendly, happy. I can see how confident would be different. Flirting? Okay, if you're watching somebody take a shower and they're catching you.
Default animation selected.
Wouldn't they configure the player face
Accessing
animations?
player face animation options.
And I guess I do the same thing.
Default animation selected.
So that's the default. Shower buffs. Oh, you get buffs?
Accessing buff configuration options.
Disable. Let's see. The option turns off the fatigue buff when using showers in survival mode. So it turns off the rad decontamination feature. This option turns off the main shower buffs. Charisma and affinity. This option turns off the buffs. You might as well, I don't know, leave the buffs alone. What can they be? As long as they're not, game-breaking power stuff. Turns off the red. Okay, so taking a shower will decontaminate the rads? No, I don't want to turn that off. I don't use it for that anyway, but... Okay, so that's a done deal. Toilet.
Accessing buff configuration options.
Turns off the speed buff. So there's a speed buff. I don't know what that's gonna do. Configure sound and visual effects. This can be horrible. At one time I had a mod that was working toilets, and whenever I showed up at that settlement, you constantly heard a toilet flushing and the water running. It just became so obnoxious. Sound and visual effects.
Accessing sound and visual effects options.
Disable singing in the shower? No. Realistic toilet. Let's stick with this and see how it goes. We'll wait to disable it, and we'll wait to make sure we don't dislike it. Setting WI debug holotape. I don't know what that is. Dev test, nuke recipe unlocker, force lock options, show hide up, force lock options. I'm not going to touch anything here. And I came in here, well, primarily, stashed my money in the safe. Almost got 1,000 bills in there. Something uses those. Aid, no, miscellaneous. I already forgot what I was doing with this. Oh, I found it. Another subway token. Is that what this is about? Yes. Dump some holotapes. That won't dump. These won't come out. That won't come out. Okay. And let's do the iBot thing. M model. Drop it. There we go. So this settlement is like experimental. So I've done more building here because I'm making sure these things work. But all the other settlements are as bare bone as possible. Just enough food, water, and yada yada yada. Maybe a little extra, but I'm not building. I want to get the game completed quest-wise first. Oh, we're going to Abernathy. Well, we're here. Let's empty the... Okay. There's like a 5 to 10 second lag. Probably not a full 10. To get into building mode. I'm going to leave those. I've been trying to pile tires in various places, but they keep knocking them around. Okay, this pile has stayed. You know, that's how the game works. You know, you could very nicely spend a lot of time arranging shelves in a really cool way, and some settler comes around and just knocks them all off. Just brushes by him and boom, there it goes. So when that, like those tires, when that happens, I just get rid of them. If we can't have nothing nice, we won't have nothing in that spot. Now this I don't like. The way that bottom tire is clipping. You gonna get the bottom tire? Okay. I can live with that, I think. Now let's see what happens if I do this. I was afraid whatever tire was on the bottom was going to end up clipping halfway into the ground. But now it's finally not doing that, so we'll leave that at that. And we're done here. What? Oh, I get it. That's our new girl. Abernathy, here we come. Now, in a previous playthrough, I remember their garden was kind of glitchy in that there was some broken potato plant that would not let me repair it, and I could not scrap it. And it bugged me because it was always there, looking dead, in need of repair. But I was watching somebody else play the game, and they did not have that. Okay, so 10 food. Can I get rid of that? Yeah, man. No, don't get rid of the farm dirt plot. That's what hides the base of the corn plants. So what I will do, I'll just start over. I have a mod that allows me to put 50 settlers per settlement, and eventually I will do that in late game. Okay, be careful. I think I should be doing a save before I get too carried away. And I like to straighten up the posts. Leave the rest of it alone. Now, can I pick those up? Or they're going to be there forever and ever? Let's see. So then I like to find out where's east and south. Okay, so that's where the sun rises. So that's my southern exposure, which is pretty good. So we put our tall plants back here in the last row. So I'll put a row of corn back here, just as a reminder that, let's start on the other end. I like to get increments of 6. We'll start it right there. Pack them in. What? Yeah. And this will be 12. Now we're going to assign her, even though she seems to have assigned herself.
Okay.
And I hear that's what happens in this game. Settlers will automatically assign themselves to the garden. 10 food. Okay, so that means they're still doing all these melons in the back. Wow, I like this. This I like a lot better. I like the texture here. I hate melons. I hate melons with a passion. But it's part of his dialogue. Melons just, they float. They're hard to get to sit right. They take a lot of room. They're very fussy and hard to place. But these are here, and I'm going to leave them there. It's part of the lore. During our previous conversation, he said that they plant potatoes, but they've switched over to planting some melons. So this is the front of the garden. So this is where these would go. So I'm not going to get my 6 here, am I? I've got 5 there. Let's see, who else is... Okay, we've already assigned you to food. Let's assign you to food as well.
Sure.
Just to see if he picks up any extra food. Yeah, see? He did. Is that corn floating? Okay. But we got to put potatoes in. We can't stop without the potatoes because that's what this farm is. It's a potato farm. Okay, there's 13, so let's get rid of this one. So we got 12 and 12. Lucy. There you are. Let's get you working on potatoes. This is a potato farm. So 3 times 6 should be 18. We should get this number up to 18. Okay. And let's prepare. I've only got 5 potatoes and 10? 5 and 10? You kidding me? I just picked like 50? I guess I need to pick 50 more. Let's add some more for the next person that moves in here. Well, that's 13. I like to keep a walkway in between here. Now see, somebody was tending that plant, and so the food dropped. So that means I got to find that person and reassign them. That's probably her.
Sure.
I think eventually they'll figure out, oh, really? It's not you? That's... Did we take one of Lucy's potatoes away from her? Is that what happened? Girl, what are you doing in here? Get to work. The sun's still up. Really? Really? That ain't right. That shit just ain't right. So he's the only other farmer. We'll just reassign him. Just... Oh. Was it you? Didn't we just... We already did you. We already did you. She moved out back, even though she's been assigned to these plants. Well, there's certainly enough plants here for them to be tending 18. But I'll just finish putting in some more. Well, there was an even 12. But I didn't think I had that many. So there's 10 there. I don't know, maybe it was 105 and it wouldn't register. Yeah, Tato, 293. That makes sense. So 3 rows of those, and let's put in some carrots. Although sometimes I like to do razor green, but not out here. It's gonna float. I know it will. We'll do carrots here. Fit 10 of them in there, but that's okay. I'm not so anal that I have to get 12 in there. I could if I wanted to. I've got a mod that lets me pack these in that I don't have to wait for them to turn green. If that makes sense. I'll explain it once really quick. So, see, that's outlined in green, but it's not green yet. It's too close to the other carrot. So as you get further away and further away, finally the whole thing turns green. It tells you you can now plant me. But I have a mod that will let me plant it right there. Or on top of. Right on top of. It doesn't care. So, floating potatoes, not happy. Not happy about that. But that is what it is. I thought this might work for planting grain, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's floating. That's not going to work here. Okay, we got enough food in the ground here. And room to expand. We need water. Let's see, where's the water pump on this farm? There it is. What I like to do is put water pumps like this on what appears to be the uphill portion of a garden. So they can do an irrigation thing. Just pump the water and let it run onto the garden. This stuff, I'll just leave it there for immersive type flavor stuff. Well, and while we're here, I forget what's in here. Just a little something, something, not much. Come in here and take it once. Although you can farm this periodically, I suppose. Oh, a lit candle? Or what is that? That's a lit candle, yeah. Nuka quartz. A lit cigarette? Dirty ashtray and a cigarette. Oh, it's not lit though. And take the pillow. And we can't do any scrapping or anything out or building out here because we're not within the borders of the settlement. So basically all we can do is loot. And this is a spawn site. Rad stags. I like the new texture. on the hub flowers. Very colorful, and all the flowers. It's an excellent mod. Ah, silt beans, yes. I will be planting silt beans. Okay, there's a rad stag or a wild dog up there. There's raiders up there. I see 3 of them. Okay, now see. Oh. I'm pretty sure those raiders up there will continually respawn. I could go up there and kill them and take some stuff, but it's not like I need stuff. And I just think they're far enough away not to be bothered with. How many times do I have to miss you? You gotta be kidding me. There's no way. I hit that thing every time except maybe once. Okay, so this is a place. Ranger cabin. Okay, well, we're here, so let's do it. There's a runaway girl in here with a holotape, I believe. Oh, and a mag.
Nice.
Permanently take 5% less damage from melee attacks. That's a nice one because raiders love and ghouls, synths. The runaway tape. Yep. And that's you, poor little runaway. Didn't work out like a happy ending like you thought, huh? Let's play your tape. I try to play these right away. I read what they are before I pick them up so I know what they're called, so I can get them in here and find them. Our runaway holotape. Play me.
October 22nd, 2077. I finally told them tonight, and it was bad. Real bad. Dad was shouting, telling me I should be ashamed, that I had to get out of the house. Mom just cried, and somehow that hurt worse than anything else. She didn't say a word, not even when I packed my things. I can't go to John. He doesn't even know yet. Maybe he'll never know.
She's pregnant.
If it weren't for the cabin, I wouldn't have a place to sleep. Just need some time to think. Last time I was here, I was just a little
Holy
girl
crap.
in a clubhouse in this old cabin.
Holy crap!
Now I'm really scared. Will anything happen again?
Oh, I didn't mean to kill that. Son of a gun. It was hard to know where they were going to all run to. Wow, there was a lot of them running down that stag. I think I killed 4 with 1 grenade. There's 1, there's 2. Damn. I can't even find the stag. Well, the doe. The female rad stag. Well, I did hit that with a grenade, but I saw it fall. And I saw it laying there. It should be there. That's the thing about this mod with the tall grass. Sometimes things get lost in... Oh, there it is. So I don't know where all those other doggies went to. So yeah, dogs and stags are always spawning in this area. And they're always getting this settlement to aggro. And they will run a mile through the woods chasing after them. What was that? Okay, so that's the only water that's present. Any day now. Thank you. Let's go into cleanup mode. Clean up all the trash. Excuse me. Be careful what you scrap. NPC cat sunning. That's a... Yeah, we'll get rid of this trash. It's called a... Oh, that's not right. There you go. Get up, get up. No, no. No. Debris. It's called an activities map. Oh, really? You know, oh, so you're not going to let me pick up potatoes. Meow. Are you Maisie? Or are you the other one? Oh, great. So I can't get those potatoes either. That's okay, as long as I can get the trash. Oh, what's the word I was searching for? Activity. It's called an activities map. I could actually scrap it if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'm not going to clean up inside their house. They got 2 women in the house and a man. They can clean inside their own house. If they want to live like white trash, they can. I'll clean up the outside. Office papers, yeah, we'll get rid of those. There we go. Let's leave anything that looks lush, like the bushes. Nice. Ooh, those are nice leaves. Look at that. Oh my God, that's such a nice leaf. And even as you work your way around it, it doesn't pain. I'm making up that word. It doesn't become pencil line thick like some of the vegetation mods do. You know, leaves look not well. You can see it right there. See how thin it looks when you get the right angle. It's hard to get at that angle though. That's a good thing. We'll get rid of the rock. A farm with rocks, really? We'll leave the shrub. Get rid of the dead logs. Stumps, rocks. I better do a save before I make a big boo-boo and lose a lot of my game. Yeah, this is what I was talking about right here, that flat painting effect. I call it painting. I should call it plain. Anyway. Get rid of the big dead, well, get rid of big or small dead. Once around the park, James. Looking for scrappables. What was that? Must have been nothing. This is looking kind of brown. It's floating. It won't let me scrap it. Come on, you will. I know you will if I get the right angle. Tell me you will. If not now, another time. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll leave that. Okay, and oh, it's going to give us a stump. Sometimes when we're on the borderline like that, it won't give it to you. You never know. Okay. That tree's not dead, so I would leave that. And I may not have a choice. I do not have a choice. Oh, that's why it's partially out of bounds. Possibly. Okay, so here's the, this is off-site, so I can't scrap or build in here. But here's Mary's grave. So maybe I could throw flowers on it from out here. I've got a mod that makes nice flowers, but I don't think I can throw them. I have to drop them. Okay. So make some water. So I try to stay away from where the spawns attack from. Sometimes mutants come from back there. Most of the attacks come from over this bank. Large majority of them.
Need more salt soon. You better get on back to Diamond City.
Large majority of it comes from here.
I'll get around to it. What are you waiting
Some
For you to quit nagging me about it,
yeah, she's still nagging him about the salt. Some comes from down there. Some comes from up there, but not a whole lot. This is a dead fire. Come on, you gotta sit. You gotta sit better than that. There. That works. What I used to do before I had that mod that let me scrap those, I can scrap anything now also. And you gotta be careful with that because you can scrap the world. End up with a big black void on the ground. Scrap the whole building. Scrap a workstation. I don't know if I can. The guy told me he scrapped the workstation. I had no reason not to believe him. So I believe this is one of the safest walls to put my water source. Right on this corner. And I like to build the biggest water machine I can, but this needs to be placed in water. What? Nah, you gonna let me build it? You're gonna let me build it. Oh, that's because I can place anywhere, huh? That's a little too cheaty for me. That's a little too cheaty for me. This is the one right here. It builds 10 water. So I'll make a line of these. Gotta be careful. I want to keep this as an open walkway. I want to be able to walk through here. And I'm going to end up blocking that, right? Let's straighten that out a little bit better. That looks nice and straight. I was trying to line it up with this crease too. I came pretty close. There. But this is going to end up getting buried as well as that chair. Is that a Radstag I hear, or is that a Brahmin? A little too close to the wood there. I'm clipping into the wood. There we go. Well, that's 20 water plus the 3. That'll get me through any normal amount of settlers. This looks like it's still clipping just a little bit. There. Perfect. This needs power. These need to be placed on dirt. The power does not. Can I get up there? I can get up here. So what do you know? Because it's the nature of a raider, a mutant, whatever attacks, is to attack your assets. It's a spot. They'll go right for your power generation. They'll go... Oh, King! Oh, I caught you in time. Sirtomasin Streams. Yes, sir. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. How are things? Let's see. When I put out my tweet today that I was going to stream soon, I always go down for a couple days, see what's in there, and you're in there. There's some political stuff in there that I don't like to respond to. I don't like to create a political argument. But I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, one of them was you would sign up for the DLC without even seeing about it, no questions asked, for all of Us Part 2. I forget what that game was. Part of Us? The Last of Us. Wait on Twitter. Last of Us. Yes. So apparently there's DLC coming out for that, and you were making a comment that said you would pre-order that in a heartbeat without even thinking twice. And I'm like, yeah, I know King. He liked that game a lot. It's Friday night at 8 o'clock. Are you getting ready to go to work? Are you on lunch break? I know you're a late night guy. Or maybe it's Saturday for your shift. I forget, it's been so long since I worked night shifts. Like, Saturday night was actually Sunday. I don't think I've got my eye on any game. Well, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, nope. I worked Monday through Thursday. There. Oh, another change with the promotion. I know you got yourself an office, and I think that was a healthy pay raise. I'm not sure. Sweet. Sweet. Well, hey, keep your nose to the grindstone, man, and keep doing what you gotta do. Climb that ladder, right? Save your money while you're young. Yeah. That's that's not easy to make without having some serious kind of schooling, training, or years in service, or certain fields, union jobs, certain construction jobs. Ooh. King, let me give you a little bit of advice. Take it or not, it's up to you. Don't buy a home during COVID. Prices are increased up to about 25%. And after the election in 6 months or a year, when COVID is ancient history, those prices are going to drop like a rock. You're going to end up spending $200,000. Well, let me just make up some numbers. You could spend, say, $150,000 for a house that's going to become worth $120,000, and you're going to be underwater. Don't be in a hurry. Wait, or make sure you get a real sweet deal. We rent a small farmhouse, and I use Zillow, Hot Pads. I don't know if it's Truly, I forget it. It shows up in a couple other websites, but they tell me what my house is worth for rent. It went up 25% from what it was 2 years ago when we rented it last, and it's all because of COVID. It's all because of COVID. There's a house I'm looking at for $100,000. It isn't too bad. Well, as long as just try to make sure that it hasn't been inflated. The value hasn't been inflated. And you might not have the same problem I have. If I remember right, you're out in the Midwest, and you're not gonna. Well, I can't be familiar too much. What's going on in Connecticut is a lot of those rich people in Manhattan are buying property in Connecticut because we don't have much of a COVID problem. And everything is a bidding war. People in Connecticut, they get in a bidding war with a bunch of New York people. They're all coming out here buying up property left and right. Say the house is $150,000. They say, I'll give you $170,000. They had $20,000 to it. My last tenant was telling me all about it. He was trying to buy a place. He said, everything's a bidding war. And they're all people from New York. So I don't know if you have that issue out there where you're at. You might have something different going on out there. I don't know where the biggest money-making city is next to you, if it's Chicago, and I don't know if that's probably not even a good choice. But Manhattan, right, that's like the center of the universe. The World Trade Center. That's where all those friggin' billionaires have their offices and whatnot. And, you know, so they come to Connecticut and they're buying up all the properties. And they don't even want to live in Manhattan anymore. They want to buy a place out in the country in Connecticut and work from home, connected to the internet. So the prices out here are really inflated. Really inflated. This is Abernathy. I just got it as a settlement, so I'm just giving it some food and some water. I'm level 35. It's a new playthrough. I've been playtesting some mods. And this playthrough, my plan is not to do any big mega building until after I've basically finished the game. Just very small, minimal building. Just to keep the settlement going. Nothing fancy. Bare minimum stuff. But I thought, well, let's put the power generator up on the roof. Because you know raiders, they go right for your power, often. And they go right for your food. Of course, your settlers as well. Let's see, where am I going with this? I think... I'm not supposed to get hurt doing this, but let's see what happens. Oh, come on. I set myself down so gentle. That's not fair. I think I should have connected to that first. That was a mistake. The other thing, the last thing of advice I would say, take it or leave it when you're buying a property, is, you know, I've seen it throughout my lifetime. First time buyers, you know, it's a really great thing. A bank says you're good for so much money. They're willing to loan it to you. And you end up being in a hurry. Now, I don't know if that worked out right. That did not work out right. Okay, let's try it this way. Ugh, at least I'm not dead. What's going on? It must be clipping. I must be clipping that edge there or something. That's what's happening. Oh, what is it clipping? Okay, well let's see what we can do about that. I don't know if this is going to help. So don't be in a hurry Take your time and wait for the right deal, wait for the right house. I think a mistake that a lot of people make, not just first-time builders, but anytime people, they find a house and they're like, yeah, this house is great. All we gotta do is rip out the kitchen and change the cabinets and rip out the bathroom and put in a tile. In there, before you know it, they're buying a $150,000 house, and then they're putting $50,000 worth of renovation into it. Well, buy a house that you don't need to do any work on. It saves you a lot of money in the end. Well, I'm either gonna buy a house or get another apartment. I'm tired of wasting money on rent. That's very true. And I'll give you another hint. Whoa, easy there. This really works for young single people who aren't getting a spouse in there right away. I've seen guys do it, and I tell you, it's a magic trick. Let's say you buy a house, a big house, something with like 6 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms. You rent out 3 of them. They pay your mortgage. You live like that for 2 or 3 years, and you put whatever money you want to against the loan because it just brings down the cost. The faster you pay off a mortgage, the less interest money you're paying. But you get these roommates in there, and before you know it, you're making double payments every month. And that can be without you even putting your own money into it. Did that work? I don't think that worked. Geez, I'm having a hell of a time getting power down there. So, I know a guy that did that. He bought a house. It had a big barn. He made an apartment up in the barn for himself to live in. He divided the house into 3 separate apartments. He's been living like that since he was, well, let's just say for almost 40 years, at least 30 years. He's never paid rent. He's never had to. That is one hell of a smart deal. But, if he were to bring in a wife way back when he was young, she would have probably said, I'm not living above a barn. I'm not living in the attic of a barn, although he made a really sweet apartment up there. I'm not sharing this house with 2 other single men and their roommates, and that's what can happen. So it's not for everybody. There's some really, really good tricks for saving shit tons of money. I guess I'm going to do one of these. That seems to be what's going to work here. About 3 years ago, my wife and I bought her dad's farm. It's adjacent to our property. Our property was parceled off of the farm. And back then, the price of a mortgage was like high threes, 3.7, 3.9. I gotta park my mouse over that to see what it is. Love cool. So, you know, we took out a loan because the price of money was so cheap. But we had investments, like we had a pretty good amount of money in what they call CDs, cash deposits at a bank. They pay like 1% or 2% or something criminally, probably not even 2%, maybe even less than 1%, because interest rates have been sucking for a long time. I don't know if that's changed. I think they went back down when COVID came. Money became cheap again. That's the good thing about buying a house now. Money's cheap. Anyway, as those CDs matured, we took all that money and paid off the loan, making 0.75% wasn't worth it. Oh, I can shut this on or off. It's a power pylon. Okay. Well, let's get some power going to the water. Oh. Okay. I don't like power lines that are so low I can clip my neck into them. This one seems to be, I think I'll redo this. So the last tenant we had him for 2 years. He just moved out. He bought a house. He said he was going to pay off his truck. I said, well, you know, again, do whatever you want, but do the math. I think you'll find out you're better off taking that money and paying off as much of your mortgage as possible. Don't be paying off your truck, but, you know, do the math. Find out what the interest is on both. Most people, when they take out a mortgage, it's like a 30-year mortgage. Maybe it's a 15. But when you take out a car loan, it's short term. Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you can see it and understand it, King. Because I know I'm right, but I'm not going to argue with anybody. You know, I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm just going to tell people what I know, and, you know, let them make up their mind. The interest on a mortgage, because it's so long term, is sick. Back in 1970, well, let's see, when was it? Sometime during the mid to late 70s. My buddy's older sister was getting married. They were buying a house. It was going to cost him $150, $150,000, and they were going to have to pay back $200,000. King Yaleo, how's the puppy doing? He's probably not much of a puppy anymore, is he? Or he's still half a puppy? Okay, so my water is finally working. Let's make some defense. He's doing great. Yeah, yeah. Spend as much time as you can with him, and try not to ever ignore him. You know, don't let him be a burden. Like when you come home from work, oh, geez, I don't feel like taking him out for a walk. Or if he jumps up on your lap, don't push him off and say, ah, no, it's too hot. You gotta love him every second possible. You gotta really give him that good, positive love and energy, and he'll pay it back to you in return. I've seen it go the other way too many times. It's kind of sad. I'm a huge animal lover, and I could just never do that. Like when my doggy jumps off the bed, he's doing his pee-pee dance. I got to bring him outside. Well, I'm in the middle of streaming, but I don't care. If he wants to run around the yard sniffing for I'll exaggerate, for 2 hours, I'll let him. I'll leave my break screen up for 2 hours. I don't care. If he wants, I give him whatever he wants. Dogs, yeah, they don't. Cherish the moment. Yes, sir. Take lots of pictures and lots of videos. Because when he's gone in 16 years, you're going to be much older and much more mature, and you're going to really appreciate that. I don't know if it was 3 to 6 months ago, I lost a cat, and I got him on stream, the gray cat, and I'll rewatch my streams just for the minutes worth of catching him on tape. It's sad, but it's also, I don't know, it's real. Well, this is where I like to put my defense, because this is where a lot of my attacks come from. I've got a totally different mod set. Totally different. I learned something about mods. I want the missile, yeah. A lot of dogs are rated for 12 years, but you can get 16 out of them pretty easily. Sometimes you get 20, but you know, don't count on it. You know, be prepared. Be prepared. You know, spend that quality time. Don't say, we can do it next week. We can do it next year. It's like, well, you know, this might be his last summer, so take him to the park. Don't wait. That'll do it. That's plenty. Yeah, so what I learned about mods, I think you might have been in here the day I was talking about it. I reset my computer. Reset it. I didn't save any files, which basically means I took all my hard drives, reformatted them down to 0, saved nothing, and I just reloaded everything. So I had to re-download my mods. The mods had changed. Some of them disappeared. Some of them were just updated, but some of them were changed so drastically they were essentially different mods. So some of my most favorite mods, gone. So there's a lesson there. Sometimes you don't want to update your mods. You got a mod, you like it, maybe you should leave it alone. Depends on what the update's for. If it's to fix a conflict, fine. Maybe you should do that. But you know, if it's working well for you and you're not noticing any trouble, maybe you want to think about just leaving it alone. Okay, at least happiness is on the upswing here. I think we can call this done. Wait, are we up to 18 food yet, or you guys, someone's still slacking on me? Okay, finally up to 18. We were at 7. We were up to 18. Something happened. It went down to 17, and it's been a while. It finally went back up again. Wow, we're already accumulating stuff. Let's see. Meow. Let's see. Are you Maisie? What's the other name of the cat here? That's Maisie. That meow was so uncanny. Every time I hear it, it makes me think of the cat I don't have anymore. Sounds like him. So I might as well come here and heal.
Seems to be growing well.
I didn't want to pick the melon. I wanted to turn on the water. So I've got a new theme for my, not for my stream, but for my Fallout game. Eventually I'm going to put it in the title. It's going to be something about having a sexy, beautiful, clean wasteland. Because that's what I spend most of my mods doing. Sexy clothing, cleaning up stuff, washing people's faces. I've got a mod that washes their faces. And many of my mods are clothing mods, clean clothing. More pretty clothing, not that dirty ragbag stuff that everybody wears. Okay, so I think our next quest is another wasteland, another Minuteman quest. Hey, good luck with the house. Let me know how things go. And if you don't have anybody to ask, feel free to ask me. I was a carpenter for many years. Quests. I don't remember what the equation was for buying a mortgage. I think it's the same as renting a property. It's 20%, 30%, 40%. 30% is average. It sounds like you've got an average job. You don't have a minimum wage job, so you don't need to live in a crime-ridden, ragged-bag neighborhood to be able to afford housing, whether you're renting or buying. And the 40% would be for somebody that has maybe a good union job or a good office job that might be, say, making between 30, 40 or more dollars an hour. They can afford to put 40% of their money into 40% of their monthly pay, gross pay. 40% of your gross monthly pay is an affordable amount to buy a really nice house in a really nice neighborhood. You're probably at the 30% zone. Now, a lot of people think, hey, I don't have too many expenses. I can actually afford 50%. don't do it. Eventually, it's going to turn around and bite you in the ass. You're going to need to buy a new car. You're going to need to buy a new furnace and put a roof on the house that year. Some things happen. Things happen. 30% is a good target price. But you can talk to the people that are close to you and see what they say. This is what I just found online a couple days ago, because like I was starting to say, or I said a little bit about it. We have a farmhouse we rent out, and I need to make sure that people can afford the rent. I've had poor people, making just over minimum wage, or not even working a lot of hours. They want to come in and they want to rent the house. And I'm like, geez, it's going to take you 2.5 weeks worth of salary to pay your rent. You can't afford to live here. I charge people 2 months deposit, plus the first month's rent, plus I make them pay me in advance for a full tank of oil and a full tank of propane. Plus I make them pay me another separate deposit for their animals if they've got cats and dogs. I charge these people so much money to move in the door, because if they can't afford, say it adds up to something like $4,000, or I don't know, if they can't afford that, then they can't afford the rent. They're going to get their gas money back. They're going to get their oil money back. They're going to get their deposit back, as long as they don't totally trash the house. We've never kept any money from anybody unless they told us, hey, I wrecked the back door, take off a couple $100. Anyway, they get all that money back. But if they can't afford that money, that tells me they can't afford to live there. Yeah. Well, it's a whole house, and I'm in Connecticut. So, it's expensive in Connecticut. But the idea applies everywhere in the country, no matter how expensive or cheap. 30%. 30%. What's that? 1 week and 3 days? You don't want to have to take 2 full weeks of your pay to pay your mortgage, because that's 50%. You don't want 50% of your income going towards your mortgage. That doesn't leave you enough room. Not unless you're making, 75, 100 grand, but you got to remember, you can't have big debt either. Some of these people that make that kind of money, they've got yachts and businesses and all kinds of stuff, and they're already underwater. They can't afford that. If you can pay your mortgage with 1 week's paycheck, you're in a real sweet spot. If it's a week and a day or two, you're still in a nice place to be. Just be careful, King. Just be careful. But in Connecticut, it's peak season. It's a seller's market, huge. I got people figuratively beating down my door. They want to move in right away. How much money do I have to give you so you stop showing the house? They don't want me to rent to somebody else. They want to get, when can I move in? When can I move in? It's like, wait a minute, let me do the background check. Let me check with your last landlord. Let me check with your boss to see if you're about to get fired. We got to go through the motions here. We just can't hurry up. And this guy calls up. He says, what can you tell me about the place? I said, well, what do you remember reading about? He goes, I didn't read anything. As soon as I saw it was up for rent, I called you immediately because I've been trying to get a place. I got to get a place within a month, and they all keep disappearing out from underneath my nose. They're just, and I don't know why. Oh, yes, I do know why. Influx of renters. All those people from New York are coming out into Connecticut, and they're buying up everything, and they're renting up everything. Haha, Dodge. That looks like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is October. I know it'll be Christmas before we know it, but so Taffington, that's it. Taking Point, Taffington Boathouse. Clear Taffington Boathouse. Well, is that what we're doing? Clearing the boathouse, or is it the blood bugs that are nearby? That's right, there's blood bugs upstairs in the second floor. Excuse me. Well, this is probably our best chance of not having, excuse me again, another encounter. I don't like fast traveling into the middle of an encounter. Level 36. Yeah, far from my level 125. Where am I going? Oh, we're going in this direction? Okay, well, I remember being here. But how come the dishes aren't up? What's going on here? The dishes are down. I put these dishes up. That's why I was able to fast travel here. I've been here before. What's going on here? What, did I forget to extend it when I was here? That's hard to believe, although it's not hard to believe. I'd forget my ass sometimes if it wasn't nailed on. Oh, hello, you. Oh, these guys can be so squirrely. Really? I'm supposed to be able to one-shoot these guys. You keep disappearing? I'm not sure what you mean by that. You keep disappearing. Was that my stream, you mean? Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Oh, what the hell is that? What I did, King, was within OBS. I'm not sure if it's still set there, but it's what might have caused it. There's a setting called opaqueness. And I set it so that people could see through me. I don't like the stream to be about my face. Oh, I got a little too close to these guys. I don't really want to do this whole thing right now. It's just my personal opinion. I don't like a stream that seems to be focused on the streamer, where the picture of them takes up a gigantic footprint. There's Taffington. Or their voice is 5 times louder than the game. Holy crap. Did I kill more than one? Did I kill all 3 of them? Sweet. Oh man, look how dead I am. Ouch. See, I mean, not here. Not here. Not here. Really? Oh no, I'm about to die. It's just hard to see. Okay. Let me fix that. I know how to fix that. I'll make it a little better. Yeah, I'm dead. See, you notice I did a save just before I died, right? I saw it coming. I saw it coming. I'm going to lose the game for a second because I need to go over into OBS and do a slight adjustment. Let's try that. Let's see what that does. I'll probably lose the floating head effect. You see how my hat's blinking around. I could probably back off of it. Oh, I forgot I'm in a death loop. I know how to get out of it though. Blew up. Where's the mushroom cloud? What? Oh, I have no water. Ooh. Normally I drink what? Oh, okay. Okay. I hear him. Death loop. Yeah. You got to be careful about those. I know they're right over this wall. I think. I can hear them. Ah, they're not. Oh, they're... Damn it, I hear him. Stop that. Goddamn div shenanigans. They play noises to things that aren't there. Let's see. It's in my left ear. What's it in this tent? I don't know. Well, luckily it wasn't one of those death loops that you just could not escape. That you had to go back 40 minutes to a last save to get yourself into a place where you weren't dying automatically. I learned that a long time ago in Skyrim, you know. Sometimes it's good to make a save right on top of your last save, and then make another new save. So you got 2 saves exactly the same in a row. In case the game decides to rewrite an autosave over top of the last save you made, and now you're in your death loop. So where the hell... I think... I'm not too sure. Do I need to go in there? Because I think there's some in there, but I don't think I need to go in there. I think Taffington is the place we ought to be. We probably didn't even need to come here. Let's do a save. A little save scumming so I don't have to go through all that again. What the hell, might as well go in here with full health. I've only got 244 stim packs though. Now these guys aren't going to be easy either. That guy was. I think there's some kind of a legendary one upstairs in that bedroom eating on somebody. Oh crap. I gotta shut that radio off immediately. Where's the radio? Upstairs. I don't want Twitch to mute my stream because I got a... Oh! Uh-oh, did that bounce on the stair? Yep, that was good. Okay, that worked. It's a goddamn radio, there it is. Margaret's note. Yeah, so I made a wasn't a break screen. It was like a break screen. It was like a stream will be starting soon. And I set it up so that there was a song playing on it. In a loop, just one song.
Nice.
And Twitch muted it. Maybe that song had a copyright. Maybe it was too new of a song. You know, but that's what they do. So it makes me paranoid whenever I hear a radio playing in the game that I need to hurry up and shut it off because I don't want my stream muted. because I play my stream the way I would want it. Now, there's probably only 5 or 10% of people out there that have the same taste as me, if that. But I do it the way I would like it. I don't like it with mutes. I won't watch a VOD that has segments of muting, because I'll be all interested in what's being said, and then all of a sudden it's muted for 5 minutes. It's like, no, I don't want that. Okay, that's going to be pointing to. Okay, well, yeah, let's do this. That's pointing to the shop. It's telling me I can use the shop. Guess I can put this away. Yeah, and while I'm in here... Oh, I need to open the shop before I can get into building mode for the first time. Wrong button. Dumbass. Wrong button. Put that away. Okay. Let's transfer. Anything in here? It's all junk. Okay. Now I get into building mode. I can't do much building here because I'm not connected to the supply route. But that's not going to sit on a wood floor. Sorry. You got to come out. What? What? Sorry, let's see. I guess I don't think I want stuff like that kicking around. And that's what I planned on doing in here. Cleaning things up. Get rid of the dead body. Not the house frame. The bug. Scrap blood bug, yes. And there's a dead human body upstairs. Oh? Attention? And there's no door. Okay. And why is that green thing still over there on the workshop? I've already entered the workshop. I did that. Yeah, let's get rid of the cinder blocks. Red Widow blood bug scrap. Yes, please. Got to be very careful with this scrapping mod. What you're scrapping. It will scrap the whole building. Brain fungus. Yes. And there's a human body up here. I don't like leaving dead human bodies. Mary Sutton. Oh, let's try something. Let's try something with Mary. Let's get into command prompts. Put this on her. Let's see if we can resurrect her. See, is that how you spell resurrect? She might just be a prop. She might be just a dead body. She might not have been living. Yeah, that seems to be the case. She won't resurrect. Whereas, let's say your settlement gets attacked and one of your settlers die, you can resurrect them with that command. And maybe it doesn't always work. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I think we're clean. I think the blood splatter eventually will just disappear. No, no, don't. Trying to get that. Okay. Now, I know there's a bunch of gourds, melons, whatever. Get them the hell out of here. What's that? A microfusion cell? What is that doing there? Really? Okay. Is there any in here? Ah, there he is. Scrap blood bug, yes. It gives me the option to repair him. I've tried that, and it doesn't work. Why do you keep telling me to do this? Maybe I'm supposed to build stuff. I had a really nice mod that let me build boats that would go fishing. One boat would produce 20 food and only took one person to captain it. Oh, that's cool. That big tower laying in the water. I think I'm going to leave these things there. And I'll leave that. Any more gourds out here? So do some cleanup. What the hell is that noise I keep hearing thumping in my ear? Oh, there's a lot of stuff underwater that you can get. I tell you, I love this Aqua Girl perk. It's probably the first perk I get. It's that important to me. You no longer get radiation from touching water. That's big. When you're level 1, 2, 3, you don't need to be catching rads. every time you touch water. And you can hold your breath forever. How cool is that? Just be careful you don't scrap the pier. Leaves that floating. No one's going to see it though. Boom, I heard that even from underwater. I'll get the debris and the junk, but not the leaf piles. I'll do the roots. Gotta be careful. If you do the telephone pole, the wires stay there. Learned that the hard way. Debris. Come on, I see the debris there. Not the road. The roots. Yep, yep. Come on, give me the debris. It won't. Maybe another time. Falling down trees. Yep. This stuff doesn't look so ugly, and I don't like to take everything. I like to leave as much as I can. I've done it where you go into a settlement, you enjoy watching building. You know, a lot of streamers don't like to stream the building because they think it's so slow that people are bored, they don't want to watch it. I'm like, well, sorry, but that's what I do. But what I'm doing this playthrough, King, is I'm trying to play all the quests first. I'll do an end game thing. And I'm trying not to do any building, just minimal stuff. Because last time I did so much building, my quests were breaking, the engine was grinding to a halt, and I was having so much trouble because I built so much, I had so many mods. I thought, well, let's get through the game and then build some more, build until the game breaks, and then get rid of some of the building, and then build some more. Just figure out a way to build as much as possible. Let's say not this playthrough. This playthrough I've been staying away from the DLC. I'm trying to do the main game, but eventually I'll get into the DLCs. But I have beat them in previous playthroughs. But I don't think I did 100% of everything that was in Nuka World. Nuka World is huge. There are so many things to find. That deck really looks like crap, and so does this one. And so does this one. And And so does this one. I think I have a build menu that allows me to replace those exact railings. Snappy build. I think. Yeah, I don't know if I want that to happen. Okay. That's weird. That's overlapping. Oh, it wants to slide over. Okay, we'll scrap it. And this one. Okay. Let's build some water. Ah, that's right. We've got water on site. So we can put in the big kahuna. Oh, I don't have all the oils and screws and all that. Yeah. So usually the first thing I do is I set up a supply line. Boy, look at those awnings. Those awnings look like shit. The ivy looks nice. It's not all dead. It's a different mod I hadn't used before. It adds a lot of grass and flowers and a lot of leaves on the trees. And it doesn't seem to be really resource heavy. There we go, save. Let's go back to Sanctuary and get a supply girl going on. So I can come down here and do some minor building. Again, minimal stuff. Just get a garden going, get some water, get some defense. Just enough to establish it. I can't wait to start the building though, King. I'm with you. It's all about the building. So it keeps this game fresh. Thinking of different ways to build. And not only that, but I've been looking for mods that are part of a building met. Good night. Thanks, King. Thanks for hanging out, King. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it big time. Good luck with your house and your new job and all that stuff. Yeah, I've been through all that.
Something's out there. What the? Not hiding this.
Oh, what are we? Who are we shooting at? We just got blown up down here. Raider? Gunner? Where'd he go? Oh, here's pieces of him. A Raider scum, huh? Raider, just one Raider scum? Nah, that can't be just one Raider scum. Oh, damn. That bastard raider caught me while I was in building mode. Jeez, I'm almost dead. Then a missile hit him and blew him to I don't know where. Kingdom Come. What is that? Oh, that's an armored personnel carrier. I know I've been over there before. I just don't remember if there was a power armor in. I don't think there was. Just a little something going on over here. Oh, geez, look at all the rads. Oh, yay. Basically nothing at all over. Oh, a helmet. Yay. That's okay. I can go home and rinse all these rads off. Oh. I don't mind soaking up the rads. And a clipboard. My God, this place was useless. Holy crap, was this place useless. I don't know what all these wild gourds and wild moot fruit, I don't know what they're good for. Do they make chems maybe, or are they used to make stuff? Well, it's kind of too dark to see where that raider went. Like I said, he got blown to Kingdom Come. That's weird. Just 2 raiders. And a little piece of one of them, but I already looted this one. I'm trying to scrap it, but it won't let me. It's not big enough of a piece. I'll have to come back in the daytime maybe, see if we can find anything. We sure taught those raiders a lesson. Carla, take a break. There we go. Let's heal up. Wow, that's a lot of water drinking. Okay, so lesson. Don't sell all your water. You need some of it to heal. Let's see. Let's look at the map. Taffington. There it is. Taffington. Well, you're closest to Country, but Country Crossing seems to be a nexus. A lot of places are very close to there. There's going to be some more we're going to find down here. It's easy to have 4 trade routes connected to County. So, you know, it's really very close to Starlight. Let's do a Starlight to Taffington. Starlight, Starbright. Spell that good enough? Starlight, Taffington. It's been 55 years since I was taught to spell like that. I'm still doing it. Sound out the word like it was phonetic. Okay, and then make the uniform. And I'm willing to bet we can find a supply girl. Well, we might as well farm your caps, Carla.
Hey, Carla.
Hey there. Trading?
Let's see what you have.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Me? Look at you, Miss Belly Button. Yeah, I'm one to talk, right? She's right. Keep my shirt on. What shirt? Not apparel. Aid. P. Purified water. 348? We gotta start investing. I don't think we can do that to like level 42 or something like that. 340. There. Let's just do a fast travel to the drive-in. I think when you fast travel to Diamond City, I think it's like 8.5 hours comes off the clock. So it's probably 3 hours. Maybe it'll be daylight when we get here. Barely. Okay. So, tell me you're not all a bunch of men here. You don't look like a man. Let's see. What do we got going on here? A lot of people doing nothing, right? New faces. Sourpuss. Oh, we got the Brahmin, okay. Got the trough for the Brahmin. And okay. Yo.
I'd like to trade some items.
Sure thing.
Yo. What do you look like underneath that cap? Okay. No bald chicks allowed. You're my girl. What did I call it? Starlight? To Taffington? I think that's it. You don't need those rounds. No, so you don't need to move. You're already living in Starlight. Taffington. You're trading with Taffington. Yes, confirm. Okay, so now we can go down there and do a bunch of building. I better pause the game. I need about 5 minutes. I need to check for emails and a quick bio break. Okay. Step 1. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. Wow. That makes a lot of noise. Okay, I need to see if I've been getting any important messages. Looks like, oh, it's got to refresh this page. Please no message. Messages, damn. Okay. Oh. Nice. We are like, just a couple clicks away. Oh, there he is. Like I said, we're trying to rent a small farmhouse on our farm. And we're being bombarded by potential tenants because the housing market here in Connecticut is just crazy. There's not enough property. And I was just waiting for the last background check to come through on this one person because we really want to rent to these people. But you got to remember, it's business and you need to do the background checks because there's a lot of... Ooh, how did that happen? Okay, that's a good preliminary look. That's all I needed to do. That's all I needed to do. Okay. I'll get back to them at another time. I just know that my wife is going to be home soon. And she's going to check in and she's going to want to know what's what. So I figured since I'm taking a break, I might as well get that done. Let me take one more quick look to make sure that's the last of it. They just keep pouring in. Just keep pouring in. You know, we put this thing out on the internet for rent, and within 1 hour we had 2 people inquiring about it, wanting applications. And every 12 hours another 2 would come in. So we've got quite a few. And only one of them said, nah, guy made 180 grand a year. His wife came and did a drive-by and she didn't want it. I guess it wasn't big and fancy enough for her. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, what are you hiding? You make 180 grand and you want to rent this little old house? Why would you even rent? You know, everybody's hiding something. Just remember that. Everybody's hiding something. Is it important? Is it just something personal and embarrassing? Everybody's hiding something. Be wary. Okay, enough of that. Back to the game. Maybe. Is that right? Is that working? Is this thing on? Oh, I need to cut stream. It's been 3 freaking hours. God damn it. Stop recording, yes.